Talking about the architecture and design of the the projects, the networks, I would like to just say that we are heading towards a situation wherein we will be very exposed to, if not already, to the dangers and the risks in a way that has never been seen, I would say. In that regard, we need to talk about the cyber physical space, that is the security on the edge. So we many times talk about the cyber security on the networks. The market and the industry has attained a lot of maturity, I would say. But then, what about the space? What about the physical security as well as the network security, including cyber security on the edge? So my perimeter is exposed. Do I even have adequate physical security measures on my edge devices? That is that is what we probably need to process, analyze, identify, and mitigate those risks. I'll talk about the Adani way of security. Our chairman, Shri Gautam Bhai Adani, he talks about leveraging the technology. So, in what way what steps can we take, or what measures do we take? So, what we are doing already in our company is, firstly, end-to-end design and architecture by one team, and I'll be talking about deliverables, how industries can uh, rather modify the processes. So one agency is end-to-end responsibility, and when does that happen? So that happens when the designing and architecture of the physical security infrastructure is designed by the same team which designs the IT security infrastructure. So that's where I talk about the dovetailing of physical and cyber security. So one team, once it is end-to-end responsible for the security, I'm sure the results would show up as they are beginning to show up in the Adani way of security. So first and foremost is the knowledge of IT design and architecture leading to cybersecurity is compulsory. It is necessary. It is the need of the hour for every physical security professional. Uh, as I was talking with other gentlemen around in the conference today, we will the physical security professionals must upgrade themselves to include the knowledge on cybersecurity and IT design and infrastructure. Otherwise, if I may dare say, the physical security professionals are going to become redundant very soon. So that is number one. Number two, I would like to say that uh, it is very nice to roll out applications. It is very nice to get on board new softwares, do their VAPT and ensure that they are cyber safe, etc., etc., etc. Get world class UTMs and what have you. What matters in the end of it is the utilization of it, the leveraging of it. How do you deploy a sniffing tool? Are you sniffing on the packet, or aren't you? So are you even utilizing the tools that you have already deployed on your system? So what I'm trying to say is, it's not sufficient to plan and strategize. It is very extremely important to execute as well. The last person on ground monitoring the network security is the key man. If he fails in any of these scenarios, oblique steps, if he doesn't take these steps correctly, or configures the system correctly and monitors the system correctly, the entire purpose is lost. The last but not the least is upscaling and upskilling. So the networks have to be designed, both physical and IT have to be designed such that they are scalable. Where we most of the times falter it, firstly we design a network, then we start doing patchwork left, right and center, because we would get a more knowledgeable person, so to say, probably a consultant to, you know, to audit my own system, and then he'll advise me something, and then I'll patch it up. So what I'm trying to say is, let us make a well integrated, well developed system right from the beginning. It may cost more, so to say, but eventually it will save costs to the industry. So one attack, one RATS, one ransomware can, in the era of biometrics getting captured, Aadhaar card getting captured, the government has come out with some regulations. Some regulations are about to come out, but then only regulations will not solve the purpose. It is up to us, the industry, who are capturing that data. We are responsible for safekeeping of that data, because otherwise the reputational risk is too much, too high for the companies to bear. Not letting the phishing emails, as I covered, I mean, I'll again put a preface to that. So as I covered in my presentation, 68% attacks are by the way of emails. So yes, humans are the weakest link. We are not trained enough. Everybody cannot be trained enough sufficiently, adequately from the word go. So coming back to the question, you can't exactly stop emails coming inside the inbox. You develop a patch, you develop a program, you develop an algorithm, whatever have you, to ensure that such and such kind of emails do not enter the mailbox soon enough, before you blink. Some other kind of algorithm will come up which will defeat your defense algorithm, right? So it is important that we train and educate and inform our employees about the dangers of the cyber attacks. Firstly, involve them in the cyber security planning. It's most important. You have to probably, we all need to make it very interesting. Mostly people would like to run away from cybersecurity. It's an interesting topic. Have we done enough to ensure that cybersecurity knowledge reaches the last man on ground? It's a matter of discussion, right? So I would say we need to educate ourselves. We need to be on learning curve. We need to constantly and dynamically interact with everybody down the chain, including that last guard who's standing on the gate with a danda probably, or with a cane. He also needs to be educated on that, because somewhere he is also entering some data of material movement or personal movement into the SAP or some security system which is integrated with the SAP, that kind of thing. So everybody is using a computer system, right? So everybody needs to be educated. That is how I'll put that.